get pitched thousands of times. So you see a lot of people who want to build companies make a lot of mistakes. You have watched me very firsthand as, one of my closest mentors. You've watched me make a lot of mistakes. What are the most common mistakes that you see founders, people who want to build a business, make?
We are formation stage people. Like, I'm seeing most of what we invest in and what we do at the studio, whether it's a studio or the fund, we are at formation stage, like the earliest parts. The business is barely anything, as opposed to later stage investors, which will look for different things. There'll be some of the things I pointed out first. Is this the person that can take it to this far? And do they have a good founder idea fit and can build a big team, et cetera? But at the formation stage, the most common mistakes that I see people make: not enough narrowed focused on customers. They're like, I'm selling to photographers. Okay. Like professional or amateur? Professional. People who make this much money or that much money. People who have lots of gear or not much gear. So they don't put enough criteria to focus enough on the ICP or ideal customer profile. They're far too wide on the ICP. I mean, like ideal customer profile, meaning ideal is when you find somebody who has all those attributes, they say, here's my credit card now. I don't care how much it costs.
You're solving a problem for me.
Like not just maybe, I guess. No, yes, now.
You're my solution. Thank you so much for making this product.
Ideal customer profile, not customer profile, ideal customer profile. So they're far too wide. Second is they don't have specific examples. So they're like, yeah, I'm focused on professional photographers in the Northwest who do this sort of outdoor photography and have done one or more print publications. These would be like attributes that I would perceive if I were selling to you. And then you say, like who? Like Chase Jarvis. Well, have you talked to Chase Jarvis? Well, not yet, but I'm going to, or I'm going to try to. So they have the ICP, but they haven't done enough what we would call voice of customer, VOC. Getting to EAC, which is early adopter.
Man, customers. I'm way out of it on the lingo. I don't know if because
ICP, ideal customer profile.
Okay.
VOC, voice of customer. EAC, think of it like a funnel. The better the entrepreneur, the better they can think about this as a funnel. So they're thinking, my ideal customer profile looks like blah. I went and found these many people who have these attributes. I did the customer discovery, customer interviews. I talked to them. I asked them questions. And I got you the EAC, people who want to pay me money.
What is EAC?
Early adopter customer.
Got it.
ICP, VOC, EAC. Okay. So point one is they're not narrow enough on the ICP. Therefore, they don't do enough VOC. And none of the VOC become EAC. Because they never targeted enough on what problem they actually want to solve. Second point, they never asked for money. So they're like, oh, I talked to Chase Jarvis and he said he was really interested in my thing. Did you ask Chase for money?
Like, hey, if I build this, will you pay me? Yeah.
And how much specifically? Will you pay me $10, $100, $1,000, $10,000? So they first don't want to ask for money because most people don't want to pay for anything. And then second of all, they don't ask for the specific amount of money, therefore backing into the value they might deliver.
Got it.
So point one is too wide or not enough ICP. Point two is not specific VOC that leads to EAC. And or the pricing and packaging of whatever thing they're trying to build. And the pricing and packaging is a really valuable way to start to also think about the product. Like, well, if I'm charging you $10 a month for a thing versus $10,000 a month for a thing, I might build a very different thing. And it's certainly very different sets of people who can pay 10 versus 10,000 for the exact same theoretical value proposition. Couple of points. I could go on, but those are the most common kind of points, which generally would be thought of as customer discovery, which is like, does anybody actually care about this thing I'm trying to build?
Yeah.
And customer development, which is, can I find the people who say they care about the thing I'm building and turn them into early adopter customers? And what is the size and shape of that whole dialogue? Yeah. And the best entrepreneurs are, as soon as they have the idea,
they go do all that.
They're just straight into, I just want to go talk to customers.
Yeah.
And how do I find them? How do I engage them? How whatever I'm selling is exciting them to want to spend time giving me feedback on my thing.